Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Captain Foley.
And I'm Quentin Cockins, and we are back doing an Indiegogo campaign.
It's been a while. We haven't done an
Yes,
Indiegogo campaign in quite a while, but we do have a few trips and things lined up for the next year and maybe into next year and a half or so.
this is very much a campaign to allow us to do 4 trips that we have planned. 2 that are more definite, 2 that we'd like to do, but the more we raise, the more guaranteed we can do. Because if we raise the funds now, we don't have to do 4 campaigns.
First trip is really exciting for me. This is Viva La Trek Yards, I guess, because we're going to be flying into Vegas in August for the largest Star Trek convention, I think it's fair to say, on the planet, Star Trek Las Vegas. I haven't been to this since 2013. I went with Sylvia before Trek Yards even existed, so I'm eager to go back now that Trek Yards is a thing. With the commander, we'll both be there. I'm sure people will recognize us. It's going to be great to actually see you guys and be able to meet you guys there.
Yeah, I haven't been since about 2008. A lot has changed in the Trek world, and obviously my part of the Trek world. As a mecca of Star Trek fans, we thought this year is the right year to go show our faces, show the Trek Girls banner, and just do kind of meet and greets every day.
The cost of the flights and stuff will be covered by this Indiegogo. We do have the tickets, the hotel, and all that already booked and ready to go. So it's already a thing that we're doing, regardless of what happens, pretty much. But we just wanted to let you guys know that we will be there. We're looking forward to seeing you
Well,
guys.
it's fair to say we're doing some ambitious trips here, and with ambitious trips needs funding. And so our goal is the highest we've ever done, with probably the best perks we've ever done. Really, really, and we'll talk about those in a little bit, but really exciting. And just look down the page, some just superbly cool, superbly limited, and just any Trek fan would be proud to have them in their home, we hope. But the second trip, we're going to the Enterprise. Sort of. We're visiting the old Star Trek Continues sets. They're a shooting set as opposed to the ever amazing Star Trek original set tour done by James Cawley and Ticonderoga. That is the museum. That is the flawless reproduction of everything. But it's now very much a museum. It's only for tours. But the Continue set, now called Neutral Zone, is a shooting set. Everything's ready to light. Everything's ready to film. Every set is ready to go. And we plan to do the most epic Constitution class, both in universe and as a set. Tour, look at so many good videos, so many cool things.
As you said, we've been to Ticonderoga. We've seen James Cawley's amazing sets. I'm looking forward to seeing the Star Trek Continues sets because Star Trek Continues is one of the, probably safe to say, one of the best fan series, holding very true to the original aesthetic and feel of Star Trek. So I'm looking forward to getting on those sets and lots of cool stuff that we have planned for that. And like Samuel said, it's a shooting set. It's ready to go as far as lighting and stuff goes. So it'll be much easier in that regards.
Well, it's doubly nice because we're not going to be rushed. All these 4 trips have distinct amount of times we have for everything and a little bit extra. And not just that, but with my contacts in the fan film community, we might have some extras turning it. But how cool would it be to see some Captain Foley in the captain's chair, talk about the Connie, with some crew behind him in costume? I mean, that just makes it even cooler.
We have another trip planned as well. Since I said
Still this year. Still this year, guys. It's ambitious.
we took a year off of trips, but this is we're going to make up for it this year. In October is the second biggest, I think it's safe to say, Star Trek convention on the planet. The biggest one in Europe for sure, and that's Star Trek Birmingham. Now, Samuel has, of course, come over to here, to this side of the pond a few times. I've never once been over there in my entire life. I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan, so I'm looking forward to that kind of stuff as well. Plus, to see Samuel and his family, and then, of course, go to Birmingham, the biggest and the second biggest Star Trek convention. It's a lot to take on in a year.
And it's nice because I went to the destination event last year and it was absolutely amazing. That's where we got most of the prints you're going to be getting in this Indigo campaign. Amazing opportunity. I know the organisers, I know lots of people there, and I was recognised often. It was an amazing experience to see people, and I mean, that is a mecca of Star Trek. You're going to go there if you're really hardcore Trek fans. And so me and Stuart both walking around, it's going to be fun. And with each of these 4 trips, we'll do meetups in the close area. So London meetups, Birmingham meetups with the 2 of us. And the 4th trip, Stuart, that's probably a next year trip. But again, this campaign is to try and raise, if we can, everything in one big go. So we have the funds so we can go at a certain time. Because the next one is kind of up to them time-wise. You guys have heard of Star Trek Online. It's pretty much the property in Star Trek that's keeping sort of prime timeline, visual continuity, canony, like that all stuff. It's Star Trek Online. And we've had an open invitation to see them for a couple of years now, and we want to take them up on that in 2020, early 2020. but obviously at that time that works for them because they have lots of things going on. It's a bit of a process, and we would love to have the funds just be able to fly in to the Cryptic Studio, talk to everyone there, do sort of a mini documentary of Star Trek Online, and because we'll be on that side of America, we can see Doug and some other great designers in LA as well. So it's 4 ambitious trips, 4 parts of 2 years. Now, obviously, if we don't get all the funds, we'll do what we can, do separate Indiegogos, but the perks here are so exciting. Speaking of perks, though, Stuart, you've been doing some cool stuff as well.
I have. As you guys know from previous Indiegogo campaigns, we have had comm badges before, the Trek Yards branded comm badges. We have a few of the original resin ones left over. They're a very limited number. We have new ones, new fancy upgraded ones coming from a great friend of the channel who does some fantastic work. So you got things like this. The Trek Yards badge. It's got a nice magnetic backing, so you can use it for cosplay. And there's this one. Check that out. But that's not all. There's also 2 others that we have, which we'll introduce later in the campaign, both individually and in some bundle packages where you can get the complete set. So a few options for you guys should you be interested in that.
So one thing we have that's amazing with other campaigns is prints. We're at a lot of different conventions to get celebrities that you know and love to sign some cool things. And when I say celebrities, I mean legends. This one I'm particularly proud of. William Shatner signed Enterprise. I mean, I'm so proud to see him sign this, you know, at 1 foot away from me. And not just, you know, the most iconic William Shatner, but another legend, Walter Koenig. And you can see, again, beautiful prints. Cool. And if you're not a biggest fan of TOS, I mean, who isn't? But we also have Mr. Worf, Michael Dorn himself, signed Enterprise D. Again, beautiful. And if you like DS9, we've also got Nana Visitor and Rene Auberjonois signed DS9s. And that's just some of them. We got so many. That's just some cool highlights. I mean, come on, William Shatner. I love it. I love it.
And I think it's worth pointing out, too, that those are all original renders done by Samuel.
Yep.
So it's a nice mix of Trek Yards and celebrity all in one.
Limited as well. Limited. There's literally like, I mean, you'll see the ones we got perks. That's it. No more exist.
But if you're not really into the actors or, you know, whatever, you're more into the designers of the ships, don't worry, we've got you covered. We've got signed prints, again, original renders by Samuel, but signed prints from Rick Sternbach, John Eves, Doug Drexler, even the Okudas. Again, you come to Trek Yards for the ships, after all. That's the main focus of our show. And the designers are our friends, they're great people.
Side note there, everything we're showing, everything in this campaign, we actually have in stock. That's part of the point. So everything you donate and get, it will be sent off as soon as me and Stuart meet up. But speaking of Trek, there's also non-Trek, because we love non-Trek other things as well. But look at this. Orville signed by Isaac himself. How cool is that? And again, limited, but just really cool. Maybe you love Babylon 5. I do. Here's Babylon 5, signed by Lita herself. I can keep going. But we have things from Battlestar and Firefly and more.
On this end, over here, I've got some, again, Battlestar Galactica prints. If we are also known for Fleet Yards, of course. That's our spin-off show talking about all other sci-fi. So we've got some signed prints by Eric Chu, who's a fantastic friend, again, of the channel.
And Eric Chu, you should know, designed the Battlestar Galactica.
Oh man.
I mean, that's the guy. So it's just cool stuff. I mean, they're all great posters. They're all great for your home. They're all limited, and we do know they're more expensive than previous campaigns. But the fact is that we went to conventions and bought them signed from the actors, and mostly from the UK. And so the exchange rate is what it is. And so our prices reflect that, because we still need to get the budget for these trips.
And as a bonus, if you get more than one print, we're going to throw in an exclusive signed print of Samuel and myself. Not that we're anybody special, but you might be interested in a little bonus giveaway as far as that goes. So,
so that's 2 of any large print.
Yep.
And if you get more than 2, we'll probably throw in another little something. So thank you, because we really, really want to do these trips and get the funding straight away, just so we are confident to go ahead. Because like I said, we have some problems before. We've got a plan. We've got the prints. But not just prints, Stuart. There's another little freebie thing.
There are. I've been hard at work creating a bunch of great bonus things, such as Trek Yards branded stickers. Got vinyl stickers. We got little Trek Yards clings. These are good for sticking to windows or metal. We also got the big Trek Yards bumper stickers. We have a bunch of different kinds available. Coasters, things like that. So we got a bunch of really cool bonus giveaways that we're just going to include with your perks. We're going to throw a couple stickers or whatever. See, we got a bunch of stuff.
Well, and speaking of bonus, I mean, the few of you that will actually get these perks to help us actually do the travel, you're helping the rest of the audience, the rest of the fan base, the rest of people who might watch in the future. All these videos for all these 4 trips will be out for free for all of you. So once you support us and help us reach our goal, and hopefully beyond, who knows, then the content will start coming out, and it's just cool bonuses. And again, lives from Vegas, lives from the Bridge of the Enterprise, all these cool content. And obviously you can just support to get a Trek Yards episode. We always have that as a perk. It's a lot less, and we love the little bit of support. And do any topic that you have us talk about, doesn't have to be a ship, and we'll just discuss it on the show.
And keep in mind, guys, in October, it's 5 years for Trek Yards. We've been around 5 years already. So much more great content to come. But if you haven't, if you're new to Trek Yards, we have a huge back catalog of videos. Go check them out. As Rob Burnett says, whenever he talks about Trek Yards, you're going to get sucked down the rabbit hole. There's so many great videos.
And obviously you want to see me and Stuart together again, don't you? It's always a lot of fun. We have such good chemistry, and you guys always love seeing that. And I'm sure, because we are daft, we'll do more videos than what we are promoting now while on these trips, because we like doing cool things.
Anyway, guys, I think that's it for this campaign video. Check all the perks down below. Scoop up what you can. If you want a limited edition print, grab it now, because they'll probably go quick. And stay tuned to Trek Yards channel, because we're going to be doing live updates on the campaign, as well as showing you some extra stuff that we might be adding later down the road. So stay tuned for all that cool content as well.
Any amount will help us to get to our goal, and anywhere close to the goal is also amazing. Don't feel bad if you can't donate. Sharing is a great way, because, like I said, great stuff, great ideas. We are trying to do this all for you, so if you can, just share the word on any Facebook page, or just there are many platforms. Think of one, share it, and who knows, one person might see it and think, damn, I want a Crusher print Enterprise D, who knows, and each one will get us a lot closer to the goal. So thank you all in advance for either some donation, just some sharing, or just joining our lives and being part of the community. We always appreciate you. As just said, we try and do it for you, because it does take, I mean, it's quite draining to go out and fly across the world and film stuff for you, but we love it and we want to do more. So thank you in advance from me anyway, Commander Coggins.
And as well from me, Captain Foley.
Bye guys.